Have you ever thought that a person is hard to read? Then this short workshop is for you. Hi, I'm Lisa Johnson, CEO of Orbis Advantage. I'd like to share with you about something that I learned the hard way and hope it helps you as much as it has helped me. We will define emotional intelligence, illustrate how it affects our work with others, and then offer 4 ways to boost your IQ. The ultimate goal of this short workshop is to help you improve your leadership and teamwork through greater self-awareness. We're familiar with the term IQ, or intelligence quotient, a relative measure of one's intelligence or reasoning ability. Now researchers are finding that a person's IQ can change over time. Similarly, a person's EQ, or emotional intelligence quotient, can also change over time. That is the purpose of this workshop. So what is emotional intelligence? It is the ability to understand and manage one's emotions, according to Positive Psychology in 2019. I like to describe it like this. It helps us understand how we are perceived by others. Daniel Goleman is an internationally known psychologist who lectures frequently to professional groups, business audiences, and on college campuses. He reported for the New York Times for many years, and his 1995 book, Emotional Intelligence, was a New York Times bestseller and sold more than 5 million copies in print in 40 languages worldwide. So he knows a thing or two about emotional intelligence. And he describes the term with 4 components: self-awareness, self-management or regulation, social awareness, also known as empathy, and relationship management. So let's take a look at how these 4 components are connected. The Emotional Intelligence Grid, developed by Australian leadership coach Bill Cooper, shows 2 columns, social and self, with 2 rows, recognition and regulation. Moving from top to bottom in the left column, a self-aware leader has a clear purpose and understands his or her emotions. That means you are responsive to what triggers you, you know your pet peeves and what motivates you. You sense those moods and have the tools to remain composed. Moving right to left from the top, a self-aware leader uses those tools like empathy and listening to connect with others. That helps us move to the lower right quadrant, where conversations, our collaboration, our learning and coaching activities, that is where we form alliances and experience better teamwork. So remember the question that I asked at the beginning about if someone hard to read? Maybe the person who's hard to read is better at self-regulating their own emotions. And if you're having trouble reading others, you need to become more empathetic. And that's what I had to do. So how emotionally intelligent are you? There are numerous self-assessments out there. This one from mindtools.com measures your EQ through 15 statements. And then based on your answers, you can read some suggestions for working on each component. So let's take the 4 areas, and I've suggested one of the tools that you can use to become more self-aware. So 1, self-awareness. Write your reflections in a journal. And you'll be surprised when you look back over time about a situation that may have had you upset in the past. As you become more self-aware, you are able to understand that, wow, I didn't really need to, I shouldn't have had those triggers, and next time if I'm in that kind of a similar situation, I'll know how to deal with it better. The second one, now we're talking about self-regulation. This is easy. Just breathe. Just take a deep breath. That's very good advice. Another one is count to 10. When you are feeling stress, when you count to 10, that helps you regulate your emotions and prepares you to better deal with the situation. The third area in terms of accountability is really being sure that you're true to your values, knowing one, that you understand your values. And our company at Orbis, we do a lot of work with companies in helping them understand their values and how to find commonality among team members' values. And that just helps you be able to express your marketing messages. It helps you recruit employees to your team. It helps you keep your elevate the morale of your company. So accountability through values is a really good practice. And then third is empathy. The fourth category, empathy. And here's a tip for becoming more empathetic, is paying more attention to the body language of others, watching their expressions, watching their posture. That can help you understand how you're being received, and maybe you need to slow down and repeat yourself. Maybe you need to speed up and get to the point. Becoming more empathetic, those are ways to improve your self-awareness. And so now what? We've talked about self-awareness, and if this topic has piqued your interest, I'd like to suggest two options for improving your emotional intelligence. One is further reading, and I've got a book recommendation for you in just a moment. And then the second option is I'd like to tell you a little bit more about a leadership and executive coaching program offered by Orbis Advantage, the Executive Collective. So the book, The Self-Aware Leader by John C. Maxwell, is a quick read. It's an easy read, and he begins by talking about 4 ways to improve self-awareness. One is followership, and he says, only a leader who is followed well knows how to lead others well. Good leadership requires an understanding of the world that followers live in. Connecting with people on your team becomes possible because you have walked in their shoes. Second, he says, be the king of your own actions and decisions through self-discipline. Then third is patience. I've heard it said that some people they still have all the patience they were born with, and that means because they never use any. So leaders have the responsibility to be looking ahead and moving ahead and pushing forward, but sometimes as a leader you need to slow your pace, make sure that the team understands your vision so that you can all cross the finish line together. And then fourth, seek accountability. And Maxwell suggests these questions for reflection in terms of accountability. So one is, how willing am I to be honest with myself about if I need to become better at self-leadership? So he suggests, what colleague, trusted friend, or mentor can you find that would be willing and able to point out how and where you might need to change and then give you advice? And that's one of the things that we're seeking to do through the Executive Collective. Becoming more self-aware leaders is one component of the Executive Collective. We've designed this leadership and executive coaching program for people that are in a new leadership role or someone that might be in a high growth organization. And through a combination of executive coaching, in-person workshops, virtual meetings, and online discussion forums, we'll emphasize practical skills for communicating with colleagues and customers and resource management. So let's take a look at the program objectives. Using our digital learning platform, we'll guide executives through 3 digital courses. Each month we'll hold a virtual workshop with time for reflection on goals, introduction of a new topic, and discussion about how the topic is relevant in the workplace. Then leaders can work through the modules at their own pace, viewing resources like articles, books, and videos to help them in their career, and interact with their peers through a private online discussion forum. Executives will also schedule coaching calls throughout the month. At Orbis, we're very pragmatic, so we want to talk about what you'll be putting into action. We'll have a capstone project which will have real work application with guidance from Orbis consultants. Our participants will incorporate the leadership skills and the network developed in this symposium to plan a project to implement in the workplace and continue to strengthen effectiveness. They'll also gain practical application of personal and organizational leadership with consultation from instructors and the feedback from their peers in the program. And so they'll be working on their annual goals. There will be a leadership case study, personal branding, and a digital portfolio. So you'll be able to take everything that you learn and apply it later in your business. At Orbis, one of our key values is hospitality. That means we strive to create a space where individuals feel valued, respected, and inspired. And that means we want your experience working with us to be extra special. So we've put together these great bonuses, including a swag box that will be delivered to your door with items we have curated especially for you to enjoy and help organize your learning. And then you'll have access to all of our favorite tools and templates throughout the course in our digital library to help guide you in your learning. And finally, it's never a bad time to update your professional photo, so a headshot is part of the package. So all of these items could be valued at more than $5,000 if you were trying to price them out individually. Leadership programs easily run in the thousands of dollars. We know that executive coaching can run, just an approximate guess around $500 a month, and we're working with you for 4 months. The consultants charge anywhere from $100 to $250 an hour, and again, that's part of this package. Digital courses, you get 4 digital courses that can average $200 each. That professional photo session and the swag box, those things are all part of the package. And we also offer a money-back guarantee that if you do the work in the modules and you're not satisfied, if you show us the work within 14 or 15 days of enrolling, we'll gladly give you a refund. So this is the cost of our program. The Executive Collective is priced at $2,500, which can be paid for through the Orbis Academy online in one payment of $2,500, or we offer a payment plan of 6 payments. And so here's the link if you're ready to enroll now, academy.orbisleaders.com. Look under the products for the Executive Collective. And space is limited to 10. We want to really concentrate on 10 executives at a time in this program. And so we ask you to enroll by January 27th. Thank you for joining me today on our discussion about emotional intelligence and how it can improve teamwork. I'd like to leave you with this quote from the famous coach Lombardi: "Individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, and a civilization work." We invite you to visit our website for more resources for growth and productivity. At Orbis, we help you bring focus to your work, enhance corporate culture, and make lasting connections. Find out more at orbisleaders.com. Again, thank you for viewing this workshop brought to you by the Orbis Academy. If there is anything our team of business and leadership consultants, communicators, and designers can do to help you translate your vision to reality, please do not hesitate to call us.